They are breaking down everything having to do with this new deal. And I want to start with cut one, Trump announcing a brand new trade deal between America and the UK.
This is a very special day because it's Victory Day, World War II, May 8th. And just by happenstance, we have the Prime Minister on the phone, and we were great allies in that. And it's very unusual that the trade deal comes due, and we signed it up on the same day that we had a great victory, the greatest victory of them all. So we are talking more and more about Victory Day because we were a big part of it, and so was the UK, and it's just, I guess, I don't know what you call it. It's just incredible that that day is the same day that we signed a tremendous trade deal for both countries.
Okay, that we should mention as well. 80th anniversary of Victory in Europe Day, one of the greatest days in the history of Western civilization, thankfully. Cut four is the British ambassador to the U.S. praising Trump for getting this new trade deal done. Listen to that.
You've done what you said you would do. You said to the Prime Minister when he came and we visited in the Oval that you would do a good trade deal with the United Kingdom, that you would do it at pace, and that we would be first. And you have delivered that. You've been true to your word. So thank you very much indeed for that.
So that is the resolution we're going to have. We told you this was going to happen. You can criticize Trump, but did anybody really think that he was not going to allow the stock market to flourish? I mean, this is, of all the criticisms of Trump, maybe the most ludicrous out there. I would suspect, Buck, and we have told people this would be likely happening, we will see in short order rapid rollouts of a variety of different major new trade agreements that will ultimately lead to the U.S. and China being on an island, squaring each other off as it pertains to the trade-related battles. And I think that's going to be decided, I predicted, by August. So the markets are increasingly becoming, it seems to me, cognizant of that fact. And we hope you held on to your stocks. And if you bought any down in the gully, you're walking really strong today.
Well, do we have to start getting you to do at least a segment of the show with like French cuffs and suspenders and maybe a monogrammed dress shirt on, like old school Wall Street guys, Gordon Gekko a la Wall Street, which is a movie that holds up, by the way. Fantastic. Yes, Clay, you gave everyone very good advice. The advice is bet on America and Trump knows what he's doing. If we were to summarize this, right? I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think
bet
that's
on
good.
America and Trump knows what he's doing. And I think that those simple, straightforward principles, almost Warren Buffett-like in their truism and their simplicity, have shown that there's no need for panic. Anything like that was absurd. But it also shows you that a lot of the people who are supposed to be making a living telling you what's going on in the markets have no idea what the heck they're talking about.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh, all the hedge fund money's out. Oh, yeah, trust me, the hedge funds have to chase returns or else people put their money somewhere else. So they're not just going to take the money out of the market and sit on the sidelines. Okay, so that all is to the good. And we still don't have the name of the Pope, the new Pope, which is exciting for all of us who are Catholic. I've got to figure out, Clay, how to get my son baptized. Are your kids baptized? I got to figure out how to get my boy baptized.
Well, you get sprinkled, right, in the Catholic faith?
I mean,
don't you
baptized.
Get sprinkled?
Is that like a special thing? You just get baptized. It's like pour water over the head.
No, baptism. No. Baptism is like old school. Like you have to be.
You mean dunking? You don't dunk babies.
Dunked.
You don't dunk babies.
No,
you got
sprinkled
dunked?
You sprinkled the babies. Oh yeah, the Baptists back in the day. I got fully immersed.
Of course. It's a baby, Clay. They don't like throw it in the river and see what happens. Yeah, we do a little sprinkling.
No. But there is no full immersion in the Catholic faith, right? Like you never put on like walking, wading boots and go in and get fully immersed under the water.
You're really putting me on the. There's so many listening who know more about this than me. When I was in Jesuit school, theology at Regis was a real course that people failed. Like you had to actually do homework. It wasn't like an extra recess period. It was basically church history and theology. I mean, and doctrine rather in theology class. And it's been a little while since the Jesuits.
No. Look, in the Baptist church, there is a water like a pool behind the choir, And during the actual ceremony, now I'm assuming that some of these churches don't have an actual swimming pool in them, and you go out to a local river or whatever else. But the church that I went to, First Baptist Church, Goodlettsville, Tennessee, still there, you got fully immersed in the actual in the actual ceremony. I mean, you would be up there. You get dunked, you go underwater.
Speaking of full immersion, were you ever in the choir?
No, I'm told
you got out because of your
is,
flute playing, right?
No,
like
well,
you got
no,
an
well,
excuse for flute playing.
I told you this. I was in chorus in high school, and they told me not to sing. So I announced I announced the songs that that my high school choral group would sing. So I'm tone deaf. I'm not allowed, other than my flute playing, which is beautiful and majestic and angel-like. I don't really have any musical talents.
Also want to tell you guys, as we're sitting here looking at some of the exciting trade deal information, the win of a big trade deal with the UK. There's more of these coming, and it's right. And the thing is, Clay, there's momentum to this because you get one big one done. Well, okay, everyone knows another big one can happen, and the next on the list, and Trump has made this clear all along. You come forward, you want to make a deal now, that's great. You want to be a pain in the butt like China, and you want to force our hand, and you want to make things tough, it's going to be rougher on you down the line. So the incentive is to get a deal going here, which makes sense for everybody. And I think that means, look, the market's already showing that people are feeling like, okay, there is a way through this. There is a way forward that actually is better, or rather is going to improve things, and that's great. We've also got some phenomenal guests today. We have a stacked show of guests, so we wanted to give you a quick preview of that. 12:30, so that's coming up here, Eastern time. Coming up here in about 20 minutes, we've got Senator Ron Johnson is going to be with us. Then second hour, we have the would-be, now withdrawn, U.S. Attorney. He was acting U.S. Attorney for D.C., Ed Martin. Look, we want to talk to him. We want to chat with him about what happened here and why did Tom Tillis stand in the way. Trump has also spoken on that. We can give you the latest update on that. And then our friend, former Navy SEAL Dave Rutherford, will be talking to us in the third hour. We've got some great things to dive into with him. So we've got a rocking show today. But top of the show, victory for Trump, big trade deal. And I haven't even gotten to the deportation numbers yet, which Tom Homan has shared, which are looking very strong for the first 100 days.
I don't know. Again, I've already been excommunicated from the faith for talking about this, but the gambling markets tell us that Pietro Parolin is going to be the next pope. His odds in the live gambling markets have skyrocketed to suggest. I've not seen.
Can I just say, I wanted Pizza Bagel because Pope Pizza Bagel sounded like that was going to be a lot of fun.
Pizza Balla would have sold a lot of T-shirts. And my wife said she was rooting for him. But Pietro Parolin, who was yesterday, we talked with Raymond Arroyo. Maybe Raymond can call us today from inside of Vatican City because his predictions that it was going to happen pretty quickly appear correct. But he has the Pietro Parolin is now a massive favorite. So we'll see if the betting markets know what they're talking about as the actual pope. The white smoke is out. A pope has been elected, but we do not know exactly which one has been announced yet.
We'll be bringing you more on that in just a matter of moments here. You know, there was a study out not too long ago making the case that 20% of women who undergo chemical abortion suffer serious complications. It can even be fatal. No matter how you feel about abortion, you never want to hear about a woman losing her life. The abortion pill, as it's referred to, is one aspect of this chemical abortion wave. It still comes with a lot of unknowns, which is one reason why these deaths have occurred. This pill continues to bring harm to mothers and yet accounts for over 60% of abortion. Preborn's network of clinics get countless visits daily from women seeking help after taking this pill and regretting their decision. Preborn welcomes these women with open arms and offers them life-saving, life-changing support. Of course, Preborn's mission is to save the lives of unborn babies by convincing pregnant mothers to choose life over abortion for their unborn child. As abortion continues to rise, Preborn is expanding their life-affirming care across our nation to help more hurting women and to save more babies. If you have the means, please help them in this godly mission. Help them achieve their goals. Preborn relies entirely on donations from individuals like you, the pro-life community. It's not enough to just vote your conscience. You can take action. Your tax-deductible donation of any amount to Preborn will help their staff, saving unborn babies and helping pregnant moms. Dial pound 250 and say the keyword baby. That's pound 250. Say the keyword baby, sponsored by Preborn.